In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the best products you can add to your print-on-demand shops or Etsy store to be able to actually really scale your business, get more sales this year, and even go full-time with your print-on-demand business. Now, if you stick around until later in the video, I'm even going to reveal the product that has helped me go full-time in my print-on-demand business, as well as share the strategy you should use to actually know when it's time to pivot to a new product in your print-on-demand shop when one of them really just isn't working. So let's not waste any more time and just jump right into this list of products you definitely should think about selling in your print-on-demand store. Now, this first product that you really should think about selling, especially right now, because it is a brand new thing that is so trendy right now, is actually these glass straw cups with a bamboo lid. Now, over the past 12 months, these have really skyrocketed in sales. It seems like they came out of nowhere, and because of popularity on places like TikTok and Reels, people have been buying these up like crazy. Now, they're really simple to actually make designs for, so I think they are a fabulous beginner product because you can either just do a simple pattern, you could even do a really fun AI design, or you could just do a really simple graphic on them. But people will pay top dollar to have a cup like this. And what I've seen is a lot of people, once they kind of get the bug in them to actually get these kind of cups, they keep buying a bunch of different ones, so they have tons of different patterns and designs in their collection. So it's a high chance that if you sell one, you could get a repeat customer purchasing other designs from your shop. Now, like I said, these are so easy to make and upload to your shop, but I have a full walkthrough tutorial that's going to show you how to find a really good niche for these, how to make a design, and actually upload them to this type of product. But I wanted to start out the video with this one because a lot of times new shops can really blow up by picking a product that is a little bit more uncommon and just going all in on something like that. So if you don't want to just stick with one of the classic apparel or print-on-demand items, this could be your ticket to really making a ton of sales for the rest of the year. Now, this next Etsy and print-on-demand product idea is one that is so profitable, but so many people overlook, and it's not even a very unusual product, but I truly don't see a ton of people spending a lot of time on this. And that is creating a shop or just selling products that are geared towards children. Now, kids items are some of the most sold items on Etsy and even Amazon. If you're a parent yourself or you know any parents, you know how much they love to dress their kids super cute, and kids are always growing out of the clothes that they have. So that means that they are buying different apparel items very frequently. Now, tons of people, they love to stick to items like sweatshirts and t-shirts for adults, but actually those exact same products just in the children's sizes can be just as profitable, if not even more profitable. And you really don't have to sell those items for any cheaper, even though they are in a smaller size. Now, one way you really could do something super fun selling children's apparel items is kind of go with that like mommy and me theme, where you sell an adult size t-shirt and then you also sell the matching one in children's sizes. That does super well, especially on places like Etsy. And you don't really have to make even shirts that are specifically for that mommy and me style. You could even just take some of your best-selling designs on your standard sizes and then put them on kid sizes, and those could potentially do really well too. Now, besides just kids t-shirts and sweatshirts, there are a whole range of other products, especially if you are using a production partner like Printify, who is my production partner of choice. They are who I pretty much get all of my items from, including those straw cups that I just mentioned. But they have a range of a bunch of other products, including things like onesies. They have children's blankets. They even have children's toys. So if you wanted to sell like personalized stuffed animals, you could also get them there. But really, any children's apparel item you can think of, you can probably purchase that on Printify. So I'll have all their information linked down below if you want to create a free account with them. Now, the next item that is really overlooked in print on demand is selling something like a tote bag. Now, what I love about having items like this in your store is these make very perfect gifts. So if someone is thinking about maybe getting a gift for someone who does a service for them, maybe their kids' teachers, maybe they have a yoga instructor, or someone who they just want to get a gift for, but they're not really comfortable enough to maybe ask them what their size is or know what their apparel preferences are. So having an item like a tote bag makes a really fabulous gift for someone because you really don't have to know their size. Everyone loves a reusable shopping bag or a tote bag, so this is a fabulous one. Now, I'll show you my pick on Printify. I just love these standard canvas totes that you can put one graphic on them them, but there also are some really great all over print ones if you wanted to create a fun pattern or a design that went all the way around it. But these, you can make very similar profit margins to something like a t-shirt, but there's a lot less competition than selling something like that. Now, the next product is actually the one that I sell by far the most of in all of my print on demand shops. And if you're new to print on demand, this is probably the first type of product you ever heard about people selling, and that is just your standard t-shirts. Now, I know so many people will say that it is just way too competitive nowadays to sell t-shirts, but I truly disagree. I still add new t-shirts to my shops every single day, and I continually make sales in 2024, and I know I will be making sales for t-shirts way beyond this. Now, even though t-shirts probably are the most competitive items in print on demand, they sell by far the most across all e-commerce platforms. T-shirts just make a fabulous gift for people, and they are really cheap to purchase, so people love to either get them for themselves or give them to someone else. Now, there's quite a few different t-shirt options on Printify, so the one that I really love to go with is actually the Bella and Canvas 3001. It is a couple dollars more than if you just sold something like a Gildan t-shirt, but I find that the quality really holds up, and customers can actually tell the difference that this is a higher quality t-shirt, and I don't get complaints with this. Now, if you are selling t-shirts, I always say that it is best to aim to make that about $5 profit range. So just make sure you're pricing your items high enough so that you aren't just walking away with pennies, but you're actually making a healthy amount of profit for every single sale. But if you've never actually tried making t-shirts before, I highly recommend it. In fact, I have a ton of tutorials on making best-selling t-shirt designs, but new sellers really can start a brand new Etsy shop today and scale it to 6 figures just selling t-shirts. Now, the next product you really should think about selling in your print on demand shop goes right along with that last one, and that is actually going to be sweatshirts. Now, this is a really missed opportunity for a lot of people, especially as we are heading into thinking about making products for the fall and winter. I know we're in the middle of summer right now, but it's already time to start thinking about making some more of those cold weather products. Now, in the fall, especially, people are buying crew neck sweatshirts and they are buying hoodies, so those are fabulous products to add to your print on demand shop. Now, if you're a little bit hesitant to make an entire shop just of sweatshirts or convert all of your listings over to be on sweatshirts as well as t-shirts, one of the best tips that I can give new print on demand sellers is anytime you have a t-shirt that has sold, automatically go ahead and put that on a sweatshirt as well. You already know there is demand for that design there, so you might as well put it on something else to kind of double the amount of eyeballs that are seeing your products. Now, the other nice thing about sweatshirts is the profit margins typically are going to be a little bit higher. So while you could expect to make around $5 for a t-shirt, you can easily make $8 to $12 profit on a sweatshirt without anybody blinking an eye. People will pay more than $40 for a t-shirt, especially on a place like Etsy, so you really can make quite a bit of profit with even making less sales than you would with something like a t-shirt. So don't even think about skipping over sweatshirts. I've even seen a bunch of new sellers just forego t-shirts completely and go right to sweatshirts and have a whole shop just selling those, do very, very well. Now, the next product that I highly suggest you start selling, especially if you have some best-selling designs on t-shirts and you want to expand those to another product type, is just going to be your standard mug. Now, a strategy that I have used for a long time is really similar to what I just said, but with mugs. So anytime I make a sale on a t-shirt or sweatshirt, I am gonna go right over and put that on a mug. Now, Printify has a huge selection of different types of mugs, but I really just like their standard white ceramic mug. It is really, really low cost to sell, but it's good quality, and typically when people are looking for a mug, this is something that they are envisioning. Now, if I have a best-selling t-shirt design, all I'm going to do to transfer that to a mug is usually I will just put the design on both the front and the back of that mug, and then it's pretty much ready to go. But I have a full walkthrough tutorial right here of how to make mugs from the very beginning to the very end. So if you want a full walkthrough tutorial, I highly suggest watching that video. But you can be so profitable selling mugs, especially as we get into the fall and holiday season. These sell like crazy. Now, the next product that is one that not a lot of people think about but can have such big profit margins is actually selling something like a blanket. Now, Printify has, again, a ton of different blankets that you can sell. You can put patterns on them, one big design, but you can make way more than a $5 profit margin. These are another type of product that people are really comfortable spending sometimes over $40 on. So if you get it for less than $20, you can really make a big chunk of profit. This is another item that is gifted a lot, especially around the winter time. These make great Christmas gifts. They are great to make patterned holiday designs. So something like a fun Halloween or Thanksgiving blanket will do really well. And if for any of these products you feel like you don't even know where you would start with actually finding a great niche or knowing what to sell, I actually have a full free workshop for you guys linked down below in the description that is going to take you over how to use my cross niching guidebook with over 40,000 different niche ideas and show you how to actually take that from concept to creating a design. Now, having this workshop lets me go into more depth than I would be able to in a YouTube video like this. So if that's something you're interested in, just sign up below and I'll send you the workshop straight to your inbox. Now, back to selling products in your shop. One area that I see so many new sellers getting really tripped up in is trying to sell too many different product types. Now, I did just give you a list of a bunch of products that are great to sell in your shop, but that doesn't mean you should be doing every single one of them, especially all at once. Now, my rule of thumb is that shops can do really well selling 2 to 3 different product types and occasionally more than that. But what I really highly suggest is not switching the product type you're selling too soon. So say you started a shop just selling mugs and maybe you've made 20 different mug designs and you're really tempted to move over to something like blankets. Well, I strongly suggest that you don't switch what product you are selling until you have at least 100 items of that listing. By that time, you can really get a good idea if this product truly isn't working for your shop. But sometimes by switching products too early, you just don't have that critical mass to actually have enough eyeballs looking at your products to make sales. So if you want to try a new product type, I would give it a solid good 100 different listings. And then if you really aren't getting traction with those, or you want to just try something new, you can leave those be and maybe go on to something like a tote bag or a straw cup. But just don't spread yourself too thin, because if you just have a couple mugs, you have a couple cups, maybe you have 5 blankets listed and a few t-shirts, that's going to be really hard for you to actually get enough eyeballs on products to make sales. Now, if you want some really great design ideas for any of these products, I highly suggest watching this video next. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.